Previously on Royalty Reality TV show. Royalties have the chance to explore their creative writing skills in their short story task.
My stay in the royal house was fine. As I'm leaving the royal house, I'll miss Winston. It's not. I feel sad about the eviction because it's normal to feel sad, but I'm in a way happy. I'm going to see the outside so no, I really want to see the outside. I miss it. I miss a lot of things, so guys, it's your girl Gracie. Oh my god, I'm so happy.
My stay in the royal house was very interesting. At least it's an opportunity for me to come here, showcase my talent, and see new faces. I miss Helen, John Wells, Fabulous Annie, Don Razzie, Messi, Lois B, Uniqlo, Cheap Praise. How do I feel when my name was called? Well, I wasn't actually expecting it, but I had this mindset of 50-50 thing. So if I'm staying, fine. If I'm going, But the most important thing is I've made my own impact. So it's cool by me. Oh, to my family, my friends, oh, I love you guys so much. Thank you for pushing me this far. Like, I was not even expecting to be in this final. Thank you guys. You guys are wonderful. I should wake up for them.
that I'll be missing the most. Fabulous Annie, Sina, Vanny P, and Helen, Vina. I think this set of persons will always cross my heart, and I'll miss them a lot. Well, today's how I feel about today's eviction. It's normal. I feel normal. It's not really a tense something to me because it's again anyone can leave at any time. So it's not really something I'll be scared of or I'm already fused. Because for me to leave, there should be a reason I left. So, and it's good. I'm going to find out why I left. So, but it's not really an issue though. Well, what I think about royalty reality TV show is it's more or less like a program to help you enhance your hidden talent, to make you discover what you don't really know about yourself, and to help you, if you're the introvert type, so it helps you to at least show yourself, showcase yourself, meet people. You don't know how to talk to people, like in a gathering, like where people are many, like there are a lot of people that don't know how to stay in crowd, but it really helps a lot of people though. Having to see different faces from different backgrounds and home is really not easy, because there are challenges you're going to face. But I think reality and royal reality TV show helped us in that aspect, to discover people with different perspective and attitude. Yeah, okay. The word for my family and friends is that I want to thank my family, my friends, and my fans out there for me to come to this point at the semi-finals. I know they really did a great thing, irrespective of I know I did not really set up a strong team for myself before leaving because it was so urgent. But I know for me to be here to this time, they really tried, especially my campaign manager. I give her a kudos. I really hold her. So
What's my experience in the royal house? It has been fun. At least I get to meet new people, get to learn new things, and I love it. I think I'm happy I came to this reality show. Which of the housemates I will miss as I'm leaving the house? I will miss virtually everybody, because everybody made the house to be fun, so I will miss everybody. How do I feel being evicted? Well, it's a game and just one person will sit on the throne. So since I'm being evicted, that means it's not me. So I don't think I feel sad. I feel relaxed. I'm okay. Do I have any word for my friends and family outside the house? Yes, I want to say thank you all for being there for me. Thank you so far for the votes. It has not been easy. Me getting to the semi-finals, it was great. It was a lovely experience. My campaign managers, my social media managers, my family, my friends, my fans, all that have voted, I want to say thank you and God bless you all. I really appreciate it. What do I have to say about Royalty Reality TV show? It's a lovely show. It really taught me about leadership. My leadership perception has changed since I've been in the house, and I love it.
How was the stay in the house? Staying in the house is pretty good. Made a lot of friends. Have a lot of communication with different people I've never known before. Yes, it's pretty good. What was running through my mind? How since I left, how they coming to the royal house will be now, and business and many things. Then don't want my life to be the same once I leave here. For it's where my fans brought me to, but I'm grateful. First week, second week, and third week is a very long week. It's a very long. They have gone a very long way. To me, it's according to my vote, so I don't have anything bad or intentions on it. My favorite housemates present in the house now is Fabulous Eni. Then Richland Dives, they have been evicted, and Ethiopia. Yes. 3 of them. Am I happy to go meet them, or I would have wished to stay a longer time? I'll be happy to meet them because, like, I missed them so much. Like, I'll be happy to meet them. Okay, how do I feel about the eviction show? Yes, I felt it, but I wasn't expecting it. Quite sure, yes. But I don't think it's not fair. The vote is open. Everybody sees what you vote. So it's how it's supposed to be. Yes, it's a thank you word for getting me this far. Because a lot of people left first week and second week. But here I'm semi-final. Next week the show is ending. So it's a very big thank you. I really appreciate all your efforts.
Drinking water is a vital part of a working day, and having the right water source at work keeps you hydrated all day. That's why we at Seaway make our products with one of the best and latest technology in water purification across West Africa. As a corporate customer, you are guaranteed free quarterly Seaway dispenser machine servicing, supplies with Seaway new or clean bottles, and superb customer service care and support. At an affordable rate, you can place your order and begin to refreshingly work your way to a productive day.
Jim Speckle Travel Hub. It's your go-to travel service provider, any day, anytime. A travel service you can trust. We offer travel bookings, tour packages, hotel reservations, visa advisory, and lots more. We're located at plot 1041, Kuru Mohammed Avenue, Central Business District, Abuja. For more information, please call +234 802 849 9254 or +234 814 304 8726 or visit www.jimspeckletravelhub.com. Visit social media at Jim Speckle Travels. Jim Speckle Travel Hub. Your happiness is our pride.
My topic is corruption. What is corruption? To me, corruption is the inappropriate ways of doing things or doing things illegally by a person or group of persons. Dishonesty is corruption. Bribery is corruption. For instance, a father that bribes a teacher to pass his child, a police officer who stands on the road collecting money from individuals. Police officers are supposed to be a reflection of patriotism in our country. But what we are seeing today is something else. Thirdly, an institution that doesn't admit students based on merit. An individual who collect money from applicants before giving them jobs. And of course, our government officials who embezzle money made for the masses.
This is an extemporaneous presentation. Excellent eye contact, nice write-up, but you didn't really offer the major solutions in curbing corruption. Just like my colleague here said, okay? I will suggest that next time you do some sort of mock presentation with your folks in the house.
I am speaking on poor educational system. Poor educational system in Nigeria and beyond has been the major catastrophe that has eaten the economy of a society or a given nation. Take a look at our school, from the primary school to the secondary school. No proper sensitization to the benefit or dividend of proper education in our present country. For instance, in the hospital, patients and human beings at large are being buried every day as a result of callousness and carelessness of the doctors and nurses and midwives. And the rest of them as a result of half-baked medical practitioners. The poor educational system graduates and grants license to practice through the ages.
Was a good presentation also. I won't say good. It was just there. Let me revert on my word. It was just there. You can't come into an oral presentation, an extemporaneous one for that matter, and you're holding a piece of paper and you're reading off it from me. You understand? You're supposed to come into an oral presentation if it is to outline your key phrases or your pointers and just elaborate more on it.
According to my little understanding, bad road is when the government is supposed to look into the situation that we have in Nigeria on this bad road, solution to the bad road, like all these our local government areas, that a contract will be given onto them, that they can, a contract will be given onto them which they're supposed to use such amount of money that they give to them. They will end up not using that amount of money due to their selfish interests. They will end up using half of the money to construct the road, a road that will not last for some years, and they will go back to the normal life they're living. And some of all these our highway, that there is all these potholes all over the road, and the drivers are not being careful of the way they drive. They speed. This causes accidents, and some of all these are if you are traveling from example like Kano to Kaduna, the road is very bad. Or there's pothole everywhere. Journey that you're supposed to do spend like 3 to 2 hours, spend 5 to 7 hours.
In your next presentation anywhere else, if you want to really improve in your public speaking skills, just try and adopt a very comfortable position and move whenever you feel the distance. That way you don't tend to forget any of the pointers you need to come in, because the way you were, I feel like you were really fidgeting on the inside. So.
Poor maintenance culture is one of the major problems we have in Nigeria and at the world at large. Poor maintenance culture is the inability of an individual or nation, intentional or ignorantly maintaining and rehabilitating God's given resources or infrastructure being provided by the government indirectly or directly. Let's take, for instance, in Nigeria as a whole, our road, schools, hospital, electricity, even the government parastatals as a whole. The road is bad, and this has caused a lot of danger and accidents, and in the process we lost of many lives.
To speak in front of a crowd, not talk more when you're in a competition. I totally understand with you. I've had that experience firsthand, okay? But if you want to be a guru in public speaking public speaking, you have to be able to practice body language. Body language matters a lot, okay? And to make your presentation more impactful, more engaging.
Yes, well, I'll be speaking on human rights. So human rights can be defined as a morally good entitlement that is in accordance with justice, something to which a citizen or an individual is entitled to. Now, some of the fundamental human rights are the right to live, the right to vote and be voted for, the right to quality education, the right to association, and the right to religion. One of the problems facing human rights in Nigeria is lack of quality education. Now, especially in our rural areas where there is no access to quality education, most of these people don't even know their rights. So someone that does not know his rights will most likely not know when such rights are being violated, will not know where to seek for help and how to seek for help. Now, in order to curb this problem, the government needs to invest in education, needs to educate, sensitize the citizens. Apart from the formal education, they also need to be educated and sensitized on their human rights. They should have agencies where they can report to when they have such issues and where they can be attended to.
It's okay, but you didn't really give me good points. You didn't really give me strong points on solutions to human rights. I mean, there are a lot of things, so a lot of solutions to human rights. We face it every day in the society. I wasn't really impressed with the write-up and all that. I feel like we should have put more effort into it.
I'll be speaking about unemployment like you said earlier. Well, what is unemployment? Unemployment is not having a job, work, or a source of earning money to make a living. And I would say everyone and each person on earth would want to earn or make a living. But we have a lot of things that causes unemployment. The likes of laziness, corruption from high authorities. We have lack of entrepreneurship. We have poor educational system. Most graduates are half-baked. So that alone is another means of not giving jobs, because our poor educational system was not able to give them that good education to be able to acquire those jobs. But notwithstanding, we could find a solution to those that are poor, are half-baked. That is, giving them skill acquisitions, trying to empower them with their other, because I believe not everyone is meant to be in the offices, and not everyone is meant to work and have a white-collar job.
I have the zeal to start up a business. I have the capital to start it up.
Yeah.
But government seems to frustrate my efforts in not like giving me the license to be able to do that. Like, for example, try getting a NAFDAC number to be able to write. You know those products, you see NAFDAC registered number, you see a number there.
Yeah.
Try getting them. So what is the advice you have to government on such? How do you think they should be able to react to
That
such
is where corruption,
snaps?
I think, comes in, which I say corruption from high authorities. Because corruption would help, also does that to people, because if there's corruption, they don't give the right persons the NAFDAC number, they give the wrong persons. That's why we have people that are into illegal drug and whatsoever.
Okay, today I'll be talking on the topic ethnicity.
Okay.
Ethnicity is a group sharing a common origin, culture, or language. And I want to also talk about how it affects us. For instance, a typical Yoruba man would not want his daughter to get married to an Igbo person. Not minding the fact that these particular people are in love. They tend to bring in tribalism, traditions, and before you know, they cut off those couples. It actually affects them. And if you're going to any organization to look for a job, and you meet a Yoruba man in charge of the place, if you check very well, most people that will get that employment will either be from Yorubas. So that also affects us. And then I'll talk about the solution. The solution to this problem is we accepting each other, not minding tribes, irrespective of where the person comes from. We learn to live as one. Okay, let's take this house, our royalty house, as example. We came here with different perspectives. Now we meet different people. But those people we meet are not even from our state. Some are from different states. But the way we relate with them, the way we accept them, the way we do everything together kind of proves that, yes, we can relate with others too.
It kept me engaged, and I feel a little bit impacted. But I was really looking forward to you emphasizing that the government needs to get the mass media involved to be able to educate people on how to be united, how religious leaders need to come into the picture to be able to get people also united. But I didn't really get to hear all that in your presentation. You just were saying love. I mean, we all love each other, but we all know the society, truth be told, we are living in. Some set of people are being divided, some are also. So I feel like you should have find a way to incorporate governments, getting the mass media. They need to start emphasizing more on it. And also the religious leaders get their own set of people that they know they revere them, to also teach unity and all that. But your presentation skill is great.
Thank you. Topic for presentation is insecurity. What is insecurity? Insecurity is a situation where precautions have not been taken against theft, espionage, which is spying, robbery, kidnapping, rape, and other vices. It is the absence of security, confidence, and safety. Today in our nation, society, and environs, insecurity is one of the most alarming challenges. Even having personnel in the military and paramilitary that have been assigned to man guards at different operational workplaces, schools, restaurants, hospitals, churches, mosques, car parks, markets, parade grounds, and a number of others, even their lives are not insured. And our lives and properties too are not safe, including those who have some sort of insurance coverings. They are also not assured of their safety when going out, be it day or night.
When you were offering your solutions, I didn't really see, in short, I didn't see any form of body movement, arm gesture, nothing, zero eye contact with us, and that alone can make you lose your audience. Right. Okay, so the way to go about it is, if you really want your audience to buy, or your folks to buy into whatever it is you're saying, you have to always maintain eye contact.
Health challenges in the society. Now moving forward to the problems of healthcare system, we have lack of medical facilities, we have improper medical attention, that our government needs to work on. We have inadequate power supply and shortage of medical personnel. Now, solutions of healthcare system. We have trained medical personnel. The government needs to provide medical personnel that will help eradicate health issues in the society. We have provision of good equipment. The government needs to provide needed equipment to the hospitals, clinics and maternities, and not just kind of equipment but good quality equipment. We have renovate already existing hospital. The government needs to renovate already existing hospital because a lot of hospitals have fallen and they need to be restructured and rebuilt to serve the masses.
Thank you, Don Racing. Excellent introduction. But you need to work on the body gesture and all that so that you can make your presentation more engaging.
Have you eaten today?
Yes, sir.
You're acting like you don't have energy for anything like this. Just the thought, I think we just do sharp, we just go. Let me just finish with this presentation and leave these people alone. You didn't engage us, no eye contact. Like, okay, you tried to keep eye contact and all, but you didn't.
Okay, I'm speaking on electricity. Electricity is a major problem and challenges we face in Nigeria today. Our leaders find it very difficult to curtail the problem of electricity due to corruption, but some rural areas in Nigeria today don't enjoy the luxury of 24 hours power supply or even the luxury of electricity, but we supply electricity to nearby countries like Benin Republic, Ghana and Niger. But we, the citizens here, don't have that luxury of 24 hours power supply. So, despite the fact that we have Kainji Dam here, which is a major source of power, charity, they say, begins at home. This is to say that you can't give what you don't have. So before trying to supply electricity to other neighboring countries, you should first of all curtail the problem of poor electricity in the country first. Some generators, importation companies are owned, or let's say our leaders share a greater share and also benefit financially from those companies. Thereby, it affects the flows of electricity. If they can see to it that importations of these generators are curtailed and focus more on making the supply of electricity standard in Nigeria, then it will be of a great benefit to us, the citizens.
That government can focus on it.
So if they did stop importing generators and there's no lights?
No, they'll have to work on the lights, because from my own understanding, they have share and the benefit financially from those companies. So, and somehow they are in charge of those power holding companies.
No, you have facts for this, your analysis.
PHED.
You have facts.
I'd love to start by defining what gender equality is.
You lost what?
Actually, first of all, I'd love to start with defining what gender equality is.
Okay.
And gender equality can be defined as the absence of discrimination between the male and female gender, making them have the same rights and status. For example, our women in our society today are discriminated and not given the rights or status they merit just because they are of the opposite sex. And you can find such incidents in the families, in our families, job opportunities, politics, etc. And these treatments actually demoralize and discourage most of our women in today's society from pursuing their set goals. And that's why we have a lot of feminists who actually advocate and support women's claims to be given rights equal to that of men. And now for the solutions, I feel women should not be subjected to just being housewives, but also given the opportunities to pursue their careers. And also, there's a saying that what a man can do, a woman can do better.
Police brutality is a system whereby citizens are being harassed or physically abused by the police without proper investigation. It also has to do with forceful extortion of money and materials from the citizens. Now, let's take a look at Nigeria, Lagos, Benin, Delta. If you're on dread, or you have piercings, or you have laptop on your backpack, you're classified as a Yahoo boy, or you're not supposed to have those things, or you have an iPhone, you're not supposed to have those things. That's what brought about the movement of EndSARS. Before EndSARS started, it wasn't like we wanted to make noise, or the youth of Nigeria wanted to make noise, or they wanted to just go for protest. It was because of the brutalization was becoming too much. And that was why we had the movement of EndSARS. Because we go to, for instance, in the street of Lagos where I stay, if I'm on my way to an event at night, and a policeman asks me for where I work and what I do, I explain I don't give identification. They classify me to be a Yahoo boy, or I do one thing or the other, and ask for my phone, and I refuse. They turn it into brutalization, where they get to harass or embarrass me to get money or extort money from me.
They should just look at the familiarity that is going on with the police. That's I hear some people saying police is a cult group. They egg on each other's bad behavior. So punishment should be more emphasized on. Once they state out the punishment for such acts, it should be enforced.
Yeah.
Yes, it's okay.
What would I say domestic violence is? It can be said to be an act of involving great force or intensity using excessive physical force. To my understanding, I think when you're violent, it means you're assaulting someone in a manner that they do not want, or maybe you want something, but you don't know how to go about it. And because somebody tries to resist you, you become violent. I think that is one of the major reasons why we have domestic violence in our society today. Because if you have a way and know how to approach somebody to ask for something, especially between opposite sex, between a man and a woman, I think we would not be having domestic violence around us. Let's take Chacha Iki, for example. I think she got divorced recently with the husband because he assaulted her at home and stuff like that. Or let's use Osinachi, the gospel singer, who died as a result of domestic violence. I think Chacha Ike in question was smart. I wouldn't say Osinachi was dull due to personal reasons.
Okay, so, and you were moving from side to side. At some point, I got distracted because I was trying to follow you up. In oral presentation, you are supposed to get extremely comfortable with your write-up. You only do movements when you seem you ought to. Not, I noticed that's how you should work on it in your, because when you're doing like this, you distract a lot of people. For me.
Okay, I'll be talking on poverty. First of all, I'll start by giving a brief explanation on poverty in a layman's language. It's a state of not being able to provide certain resources. Poverty can also be seen as lack of money. Now, the solutions to poverty: 1, creation of job opportunities for the youths. Let's take, for instance, in Nigeria today, there's a saying that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. A lot of youths tend to steal because they are unemployed. When they stay on their own, they have this thought to do things they are not supposed to do because of lack of job opportunities in Nigeria. If the government will be able to provide job, I think it will be able to solve poverty in our country. Then there should be sensitization to our citizens on the importance of entrepreneurship.
I'll be speaking on bad governance. Governance simply means control. So bad governance is leadership gone wrong or leadership out of control. The truth of the matter is, bad governance is inevitable. if the concept of leadership is wrong, that means the success of any government is largely dependent on the quality of leadership administered.
Okay. Wildy, yes. You have a lot of promise. Great intro, nice use of gesture.
Thank you.
Good context, good choice of words, excellent sentence construction. In short, all in all, great work.
Thank you so much.
We deeply appreciate all the effort and energy the housemates put into it. Okay? The winner is no other person but Will D. Okay, so we'll be awarding Will D 50 free votes. Thank you for watching.
A hot day or a chance to get closer. There's joy to be found anywhere. Fan Milk.
How do you feel about the last division?
I would say there were some persons I didn't actually see getting evicted out of the house. Persons like Joy and Gracie. And Gracie's eviction came as a shock to me, and it's also demoralizing for the fact that we were called out the same time and we stood close to each other, you know. And when her eviction in the house was being announced, like, I felt really bad. I felt sober, you know. And then outside that, but when it came to my position, I was actually in suspense, and like I was just contemplating a lot of things going through my mind. I was like, God, hope my team are actually working, you know, and I hope the grace of God is upon me, because, man, staying up to this last week, it's been, and I noticed the competition is now more competitive, you know. You didn't know the plans other persons made and all of that, but outside that, I'll say it's been cool. There are a lot of persons who were evicted that persons in the other housemates didn't feel would have left, you know. But I noticed at the point when the housemates were being called upon, I noticed, I think, persons who were called with, you know, for an example, for instance, I would say there are persons in the house, they called together with some certain housemates, and like everybody were like looking at the capacity of the individuals and start trying to analyze the particular household they'll be living, for the fact the person actually came out with a particular person, you know.
Sarah is loud, yes, but very straightforward. He's not scared of anybody. He says it the way it is, regardless.
Yesterday you were standing beside Lois, and there was the housemate had to pick, and you were low in the numbers that was picked. How did you feel about the whole thing?
I expected it already. I got used to it after the first week when I was Duchess. In the first week, there was caucus already, but it wasn't obvious until after I switched the role of being Duchess to Helene, to Fabulous and before Helene. There was this whole idea of, okay, she came in as top 5, she's a threat, blah, blah, blah. For her to be married, maybe her strength outside is strong. There were talks there and there. Like I said the last time here in that room, there were too many, she's a threat, and then I'm wondering, who then is my own threat if people feel like I'm a threat? Truth is, I don't even know what's happening out there. I'm also scared here. I don't think I'm better than anybody, that's the truth. So I expected what happened yesterday.
Very unfortunate, I won't lie, it came like a bomb. The whole thing just exploded. It wasn't funny at all. Even me too, I was scared when they called me out at first. And I feel, since it's a game, and no matter how good you are,
If your vote is not high, then you won't be able to stay. So it's not as if they are being biased, they just pick you. No, it's based on votes. Everybody knows that it's based on votes. So, and maybe those people that are outside helping them got tired at one point and they couldn't, push further. So that was why they had to go. And we missed them a lot. We missed the fun. What's his name? Chidera. We missed him a lot. But my roommate too, Tracy, she left. Although she has been complaining that she wants to leave and all that. I miss all of them. So it's a fair game. It's a fair game.
You said your roommate, Tracy Jack, has been always saying she wants to leave.
How boring the place is. She's tired and all that. And I was like, okay, fine. Me, I know why I'm here. I know the reason why I'm here. Those people are outside there working hard, trying to make sure that they keep me in the house. Why would I just change my mind all of a sudden? Why didn't I tell them that I won't be able to push through with this so that they don't even start anything at all? It's as if they are wasting their time and energy. So that's the advice I gave to her. But she still felt she's tired. She missed her phone and she wants to leave. So that's why I didn't really feel it like that.
Yes, a lot of fake people in this house. I won't lie. I'm saying it to them. They're faking it. A lot of persons are tense, including I myself. I am tense. I won't lie. Well, we are faking it. The smile, the love, it's no longer there. It was there the first week. After the first week, everything died. The whole vibe died. So even if we come to party, it wasn't like the very first party. Everybody's like, me, myself, and I. Me and my person, me and this one. And they're forgetting one thing. Almost one person must win. Only God knows the winner. And moreover, it's votes. So if not my vote I pass, it's another person. Glory to God. That's just the thing.
The regular immunity. I know that's the ultimate sacrifice they pay for shouldering that responsibility of being Duke and Duchess, or at least the Duke or the Duchess getting immunity, but
How do you feel about the past eviction? The housemates that left, were you expecting the persons that left, or few persons that left, to leave the way they left a few days ago or a few days ago?
I think nobody should expect anything, because if not for individual performance in the house, none of us know how our fan base are doing outside. We don't know if they're doing a great job or they're doing less than we expect or less than the management expect. So I don't know, but anybody that left yesterday, I think it was due time for them to leave the royal house.
The house, we are fewer in number now, so there is lots of ups and downs, but I think we're trying to, unlike last week, it was more divided last week, but now we are fewer in number. We're trying to bond back again, though I know it's not going to be like when we entered the house, because right now everyone is a threat to you. You don't know who is doing better than you outside, so you're just looking at everyone with one eye. So the house is just there.
Feel good. It's not easy for me to be to the semi-final, so I'm happy and grateful also.
How is the house for you at this point? Since after the eviction, how's the house been for you?
The house has been cool. Yeah, it has been cool.
Do you relate well with everybody in the house? Or just a few set of persons you relate with?
I relate to almost everybody.
Why aren't you relating with everybody? Why almost?
I relate with everybody because I feel I see something in all of them. Yeah, something special that I could, grab from them.
Just Booby.
Why?
Because he's my friend and he's the kind of person that is he play with everybody, make everyone laugh, and I just like him being around. I like him as a person.
Both of them are okay for me. Winston is a very general person. He's always standing on his words anytime he wants to make his decisions. And Fabulous Annie is same. She's my very good friend. The both of them is okay. I succumb to their regime.
How are you and Mr. Chifue's relationship at this point?
Yeah, we're cool now. We're fine.
You talk or?
Yeah, we talk. We are cool now.
You see, that part of her wanted to stay, and then do you feel she's verbally telling you all she wants to leave, but deep down inside of her she wants to stay? What do you think about it?
I think I would say she had mixed feelings, because same went for Just Baby that left. He had mixed feelings, but I think more like 70 or 80% of him wanted to go, but he still wanted to stay, but he still left. He just made a decision which he had to make, and he did. But Tracy was not able to make that decision, but she really wanted to leave. So it was a mixed feeling for her.
If you're given the opportunity or the power to bring someone else back into the house, who do you think you can bring back into the house?
I'm bringing Dara back.
Why would that be?
Dara he's this one person that he could be very outspoken, and then he's lousy, no doubt, but he says it as it is. Despite the fact, I know he tries to maneuver his way during the royal courts and all, but he's really good, he's smart. So
being given an opportunity to bring any housemate back, not this evictions have gone and housemates have left, the total housemate have left the house, which housemate would you like to bring back into the house?
It's there. For me, it's Chidera. Because in as much as I know the major problem Chidera has is eloquence in speaking, but I think he's a very intelligent young man, I must say. And I love his courage. There are some things I've learned from him, but I don't know, but people only see the comic aspect of him, but I think there's more to him. I learned a lot from him. And then during the period he was in the house, I know there is a lot of bars bulls as a result of his trouble here and there, but the house was lively than what it is now when he was in the house. Because I know he's this person that, when you fuck up, he just tell you to your face. If you want to, go shout, go quarrel, but he will tell you the truth as it be. And then for the few of us here, I don't think people are just seeing a lot of things behind some of the housemates. Most of them are not even brave to actually come out to say, "I'm a guy, you don't do me wrong," or "I know like him." I can see that Chidera is just that one person that if you fuck up, he could tell you. If you like, he could tell you that one concerns you. You get, and we'll laugh over it at the end of the day.
Maybe it's because I'm handed over and I feel like I can probably get a lot more sleep now.
So being the Duchess, you haven't been having adequate sleep?
Yes, because even when I sleep, I hear voices of Taskmaster calling me. Sometimes I wake up, I open the door and there's nobody, and I have to go back to sleep. So I feel like that is going to reduce or stop now.
How do you feel about the last eviction? You had immunity, so you weren't called off either way, you're up for eviction and all that. How do you feel about the whole thing?
Good. I feel good.
But this week you're up for eviction.
Yes.
How does that make you feel when you think about it?
I'm prepared for whatever.
At least expecting one winner, so everybody must go. And then it's fine. It went well.
The housemates that left, how close were you with them? And did you see their eviction coming?
Grace Child, I didn't see her eviction coming in at all. Like, I didn't expect it.
Why didn't you see Grace Child's own coming, but you saw others coming?
Her confidence for me. I was surprised.
Except for other housemates. But the pairing, you know, like in my own case, for example, I never knew Uniqlo and I wearing clothes, but the leadership position brought us closer, so anybody can be paired, and you know, so it's cool by me, and I feel the rest of the housemates are likewise with the decision. So
Do you think they'll do much better than the past Dick and Duchess?
that I can't tell. Only time can reveal that. In a way, you can judge based on maybe a couple of indices that are best known to the housemates or other people, but time is truly a revealer of whether they will do well or not. But I feel they will do great. But comparing right now, I wouldn't want to be wrong.
How close were you with Tracy Jack?
Tracy Jack. She's my roommate and my friend. I think I was more closer to her than any other female housemate.
She leaving the house, how did that make you feel?
Made me feel bad, though she had already told us that she's sure she's going. So we had to accept the fact that she won't be around. She just told us that she doesn't think she will survive the eviction, and her room has been boring because she always makes us laugh.
Royal reality, royal reality, this is reality, complete package say, royal reality, yelele ama. Open your eyes and tell me what you see.